This is Weinkrantz. I'm here at the famous Flying Saucer in San Antonio, home of hundreds and hundreds of beers, with Rob Gesse, who's recently come on board at Mosso in San Antonio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Rackspace. And Rob, I understand you have a new title in the last couple of weeks. You're the new Director of Customer Development for the company. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Rob, tell me a little bit about your new role and some of your strategies in terms of reaching out to and touching customers using social media.
Right. Well, since I've been at Mosso about 6 months, and since coming on board, I've always been very interested in talking to customers and reaching out to them, and have used Twitter quite a bit, both on my personal Twitter account and then eventually through twitter.com/Mosso to reach out to customers and to basically learn what customers need from Mosso, how we can improve their experience so that we can become more hands-on hosting, which is basically what Mosso is known for. Our customer support is available 24/7, 7 days a week, holidays. Doesn't matter. We're always there to answer the phone or on live chat, and our support's based right here in San Antonio, Texas, in the same building as our engineering and one of our data centers. So that's a critical aspect of what I've always tried to do, is figure out what customers want and then figure out how we can give it to them.
Okay. What are you finding, especially being a company your size, also because you're publicly traded, some of the differences in reaching out, working with, and you have a real focus on listening to customers and talking to customers and joining their conversations?
What I'm finding is that our customers don't generally want to talk between 9 and 5 Central Time. Our customers want to talk where and when it's convenient to them. And generally that means for East Coast customers, there's conversations that take place pretty early in the morning for me. For the West Coast customers, sometimes it's midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when we're having those conversations. But we're also a global company. We have a lot of customers in Europe, South America, and so on. So providing a high level of communications and contact with customers 24/7 is really a challenge, but social media tools like Twitter do make that easier.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Mosso as a company. Your positioning as the hosting cloud. What does that mean?
Mosso is a Rackspace subsidiary, as you said, but basically the Rackspace model is you buy a dedicated box and people manage that box for you. But you're still kind of responsible for the applications that you're running on that box and so on. At Mosso, we have a hosting cloud, which is basically a cluster of computers that we can spool up or spool down computing resources based on what your traffic demands are at a given time. And this is all done automatically. You don't have to do anything to make it happen.
Okay. We're coming up at the end of 2008. We're now coming into 2009. How about some tips to companies in terms of embracing and using social media tools and platforms?
I would suggest that what people do is engage their customers. Don't try to control the conversation. Try to join the conversation. Find out where your customers are, what they want to talk about, and when they want to talk about it. Go there and talk with them. Don't try to talk to them. Okay.
And last of all, the URL for Mosso?
www.mosso.com.
And your Twitter?
Twitter.com/Mosso.
Okay, super. Thanks a lot, and happy holidays to you.
Thanks.